Welcome to the Real Female Entrepreneurs. Today's guest turns compassion into a financial game plan. With a background in education and a personal journey that shaped her advocacy, she now helps families, especially in the special needs community, build security with confidence and clarity. Oh my God, they need that so much. And thank you for doing that because that is just an area that they need.
Thank you.
And she doesn't just talk numbers, that goes over our head sometimes. She weaves protection, understanding, and peace of mind into every conversation. Please help me welcome the amazing Jenifer Mara Gold. Welcome, Jenifer.
Thank you so much, Angel. I'm happy to be here.
Oh my God, what a sensitive subject of what
It
you
is.
do.
Thank you. Thank you. It's truly been an amazing journey personally and professionally.
Yeah, so what you do is actually help people with their finances long term. Am I correct?
Yeah, long term. So whether it's building wealth, whether it's making sure families are protected and taken care of, whether it's prepping for retirement, making sure a business is taken care of, all of it to make sure families when the parents lay their heads down at the pillow at the end of the night, if God forbid they didn't wake up, they know their family's taken care of.
Oh, wow. And that's such a niche market, not to say, oh, I help you with your finances or I help this. That market is such a niche market that needs that protection because I have a few friends that actually have children that are, artistic or
Mhm.
have some other situations, some disabilities. And that is their main concern. That is why they work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I can't tell you how many times parents would say to me, "What's going to happen when I'm no longer here? Who's going to take care of my child?" And as an educator, because that's where I spent the first 20 years of my career as a special education teacher, I, I know, right? And social workers, psychologists, they went the way of the dodo birds in school systems. So it's like I did the best that I could with what I had, but it wasn't good enough. And I know that, and I feel terrible now because now I have the knowledge. Now I'm in that position to be able to answer that question. I know what we need to do. So you know your child whenever that time comes. Because the one thing that we all know for certain, we're all gonna die. It's just a matter of when, right? But we're all gonna go. But let's make sure your child and your family are protected for whenever that time is.
And what sparked you to get into actually the financial industry as a whole?
It it was a fluke. I had left education for a lot of reasons. Things and anybody who knows the special education world,
That's right.
special education now is not an easy place to be, and I was fighting a lot of battles and getting nowhere. And every battle I fought always had a student or multiple students at the forefront of it. But I wasn't getting very far, and I knew it was time for me to leave the K to 12 situation.
Yeah.
I was looking for other work, trying to maybe I'll go corporate and do the education side and make sure, adults have what they need in a job setting or things like that. New York Life actually found me. And I thought, okay, like, let's give it a shot, right? Nothing ventured, nothing gained. So
Mhm.
let's give it a shot. And what I found is the ability to do what I've always fought to do for my students, and that's take care of the families. Because now it's not about solving for X or can you put your clothes away or whatever it might be that that particular student needed. This is now about protecting the family moving forward. And I've always wanted to do that. I've always wanted to support families and be there for the students. And now I get to do that in a really big, really meaningful way.
It's legacy protection.
Absolutely. And making sure that that child is protected, right? Whether it's the nonverbal autistic student, whether it's the student with learning disabilities who just the idea of working with money scares them. And so it's putting things in place for those parents. So when that time comes, there are those things in place and those families can sleep well at night knowing their children, whether they're special needs or not, or 'cause we can't forget about those that aren't, are taken care of.
Mhm. Yeah, because you just never know, I mean, non-special needs, yes, there needs to
Mhm.
be a protection factor for the family, but
Mhm.
when we're talking special needs, we're
Yep.
talking not just money right now, we're talking money down the future that
Right.
they need to maybe be in a home, maybe to be with a family member who's going to take care of them,
Absolutely. And how
and
to
I
make
don't
sure Uncle Sam doesn't get the money, right?
mm,
So I've partnered with several special needs attorneys to deal with special needs trusts to make sure that the life insurance gets put into that trust. So when that time comes, it doesn't look like that child has more money than they actually really do and can keep the government services. Like it's a big thing. How do we make sure they can retain their services and also benefit from having that life insurance policy to pay for whatever therapy, whatever support, whatever caretaking they might need?
oh my god, you're gonna make me cry because I just know that those are needed, and, I mean, regular families that don't have to deal with this, they still need what you have.
Absolutely.
However, these other families and guys, I am just hitting home here for simple reason that I have listened to the heart of so many mothers and fathers who have children that are special needs, and their biggest concern is what I'm gonna do when I'm gone.
Mhm.
Who is going to make sure they're taken care of?
Absolutely.
And that is what she does. She makes sure that happens.
Absolutely. I know in my particular office, I think I'm the only one. I'm
Mm.
fluent in American Sign Language. So, working with the deaf and hard of hearing community, you don't need an interpreter. I understand. I'm hard of hearing myself, so I get it. Um, and I get the lingo. I get the fear. I've walked with parents for the last 20 years down that path.
Yeah, it is a path. All right, let's take a little back step for you.
Okay.
What you've learned so far, you spent
Okay.
20 years in education,
I
and
did.
now you're doing this amazing business that transforms families' lives. What would you go back and tell your 18-year-old self?
It's gonna be okay.
Mm,
Every mountain you had to climb, and this is he want to talk about crying. This is gonna make me tear up. Every mountain you had to climb, every rough moment you had to walk through and persevere through and fight through will get you to where you wanted to be and where you needed to be.
mm, true.
Keep walking.
Keep walking. My favorite quote is, uh, um, 10,000 miles begins with the first step. It's just
Because
you're just walking.
right,
That's it.
we're just walking. Even now, right? It's every day, it's the next step. It's the next step forward. It's the next connection. It's the next family. It's building those relationships. It's making sure that people are protected.
And I made her cry. I'm sorry. It's on my
It's okay. It's okay, right? Like there are those moments where it's just like something it's trigger, right? Like I've walked through a lot personally. I've walked through a lot professionally, and it all brought me to today, right?
Yeah.
Every lesson learned, every time, it's like Sisyphus. Every time you push the boulder up the mountain and you get rolled over as it comes back down, and you're like, oh man, here we go again. And you just keep going because you don't know what's waiting for you. And
No.
what I found waiting for me has been amazing.
And what's been a game changer since you've been doing this? What's been a game changer in your business for growth? What did you do?
I think a game changer for me was watching these parents. I didn't know that. Thank you so much. Like being able to do what I've always it's not about the IEP goal. It's not about what skill they picked up that day, or how far they've progressed or regressed or whatever, had a bad day, whatever. It's not necessarily about that. It's about having these parents who watch their kids do that every day have their eyes open and know that it's like, "Oh, I didn't know that. Now we gotta like, let's take care of that and let's do that." And watching these families set themselves up for success and to be taken care of 10, 15, 20, 30 years down the road.
Mm. And what is a confession, like no filter here, that you wish that entrepreneurs would kick to the curb and stop believing? So you went from the actual education system
I did.
to being the entrepreneur that you are, okay?
Right.
What do you wish yeah, maybe you heard somebody say, "Oh, it's gonna be easy," or, "Oh, yeah, this is gonna be pie in the sky, walk." What do you wish they would stop speaking out there or that made you maybe believe or make others believe?
You don't have to have it all figured out on day one.
Oh,
I think when you go, particularly as a woman, right? Because you're already facing a battle. I hate it, but it's the way the world is. We're not quite there yet. You're still, facing a little bit of a battle than the men are. Um, but that you don't have to have it figured out on day one.
mhm,
Sometimes you kind of keep walking, you're like, yeah, that didn't work. Okay, what's the tweak? What's the change? How am I going to approach a situation differently? That conversation didn't go well. Okay, what about it didn't go well? Like, nothing has to be perfect before you get started. Take the step and get started, right? Because you could spend your lifetime spinning the wheels of what if this isn't good enough, or what if they don't appreciate me, or what if like I'm not enough. Take the step. You don't have to have it all figured out the
mhm.
minute you start. You figure it out as you go and as you grow through it, because it is a
Mhm.
different experience.
So, this next question's a little different for you because you were in the education realm, and
Yep.
some people have this lovely myth that when you get off at 3 o'clock, your day ends, okay?
No, never.
And and
No
so
nights, no weekends, no nothing.
yeah, yeah, no, that's not it. You're bringing work home with you as a teacher, you're filling out the reports, you're doing everything. So, as an entrepreneur, all right, how did that shift any or did it to be able to create some balance with maybe friends or family?
I would say it didn't change. I mean, I'm still 24/7, 7 day a week. But what I found that really worked for me is I have a day planner that starts at 8 and ends at 8. And I build in there exactly what that day is going to look like. Am I going to be studying for an exam? Am I going to the gym? Where are my appointments in that day? And so what that and it, even though my I might be having a conversation or a meeting with a client at 8 o'clock at night, I might have gone to the gym at 1 o'clock in the afternoon.
Mhm,
Right? You figure out when you're able to plan it out a little bit better, when you're not, I was in the classroom from 8 to 3 or 8 to 4. And then you started either grading papers, writing lesson plans, going to the gym, trying to go to the grocery store. Now I have a different level of flexibility. It's my business.
right.
Right. So yeah, I will happily meet with a client on a Saturday or in the evening because that's what works best for their schedule. And then I look at my schedule and go, okay, I got a chunk of time in the middle of the day. I'm going to the gym. I'm going to the grocery store. I'm gonna go have a doctor's appointment, whatever it may be.
Mhm.
It enabled me to kind of balance my life a little bit better, and I can see it. It's in pencil, but literally in black and white, right? That it's written there on a schedule, different color codes and all kinds of like to make it work for me.
Yep. I love that because you get to plan differently.
Oh,
Even
very
though
much so.
you get to plan differently, and that's what
Very much
people
so.
probably don't understand. Yeah, you had that confinement, but now there's that
Right.
little freedom that you have. for that.
It's a lot of freedom because
Mhm.
if I don't want to take if I'm like I can't, I just need a day. It gets blocked off in my schedule on my Calendly and my schedule. It's like I'm taking a day,
Mhm.
right? So
Over.
if I need to do it, I'll do it. I try
Right.
not to, but like if there's just it's overwhelming or what something happens and I'm like, I just need 24 hours to focus on me. I don't have to put in a sick day. I don't have to PTO anything. I
No.
just take the day, right? It's a huge benefit that you get to tweak your schedule in the way that works for you. So if I'm not married yet, I don't have any children yet, but if I want to go have dinner with friends, I can do that. I just block it off and like this is my time with my friends. This is time to read a book. This is just relaxing time, whatever it may
Mhm.
be.
Yeah, definitely. So, wonder if there's somebody sitting there and they have a full-time job, they're a teacher, who knows? Who knows? There's somebody and they're thinking, "I really want to do something other than what I'm doing." What suggestion would you have for them? What would you tell them?
Do it. Do it. Right? Throw your hat in. You never know where life is going to lead you. Right? So kind of on the side, I do allergen-free cake decorating. A lot of special needs kids
Fun.
can't, gluten, eggs, those things can really aggravate.
Oil.
There you go. So I kind of do that off to the side. So it's like, am I going to stop now just because I have this
Mhm.
business? No. Right? Throw your hat in. Do that little side. You never know where that little side business that might actually become a huge passion. You're like, you know what? This was a great part of my life. And teaching was. I can look back and experiences and moments with my students and the battles that I fought, the good, the bad, the ugly, the laughter. I look back on it all fondly. But my life took me in a different direction. And who knows where your life is going to take you? Do it.
Mhm.
Give
Just
it a
do it.
shot. Do
Just
it,
do
even
it.
if it's just on a weekend, even if it's your weekend thing, go
Mhm.
for it. Have fun with it. You never know where that ultimately might take you.
Yep. Alright, do you wanna give us a sneak peek into what you see into the future for you and your business and what's gonna happen?
I think I mean, to keep growing my business, to keep helping families, to keep getting out there, whether it's the deaf and hard of hearing community or the LD community or the autistic community. I've taught the gamut. I've taught every disability. I hate that word, but I've taught every disability you can imagine to get out there and educate on a different level. I don't think I'm not. I'm still an educator,
Yeah, you are.
right?
That's
I'm
exactly what
still
you do.
Right.
That is
I'm
what you do.
still very much an educator. I'm just educating on a very it's different platform with a very so still want to get out there teaching. I want to make sure these families are protected. I want to make sure that these parents one little worry gets taken off their plate because they've got to deal with so much other things depending on their child. Let me take that one thing off your plate. Make your life a little bit easier.
Mhm.
So that's what the future looks like for me.
That's amazing. Yeah, I think once you're embedded in that type of community, they chit chat amongst themselves,
Oh
and
yeah.
that is definitely how your business grows from those referrals.
Very much so. That's very much how businesses grow in general, and that's truly how mine grows. And I can work throughout the entire country, so that's another big plus. So I'm not limited,
Mhm.
to one state or one area or anything. Now with Zoom, it's become amazing where you can have these meetings and you can have these conversations and you're not limited to just those in your area.
Yep, you're not. Alright, on a fun side, tell us
Okay.
something unexpected about you that would go, Jennifer did what?"
Jennifer did what? I think the big unexpected thing, because you don't hear it in my voice, I know I mentioned it earlier. I have a moderate to severe hearing loss.
Hmm.
I wear bilateral hearing aids. I speak well, can't say sign language is speaking, but I know four different
Sign
languages.
language is that's
I well, you can't say you're not talking, right? You're using your hands. So when I say speak, I'm gonna go like,
I
um
constitute that as a language. I am
it
sorry.
is no, 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 no.
Okay?
It is very much a language. It has its own structure, it has its own grammar, it has it all. But I mean when I use the word speak, right? When
Okay.
like that's what I because you use your hands, you're not talking, right? So I've lived all over the world. I know 4 languages,
Wow.
and I have a
What do
severe
you
t
speak?
huh?
What do you speak?
So English, obviously, um, Hebrew. My Spanish is very rusty, but it's there, and sign language are the 4.
And I interrupted you, I'm so sorry.
No,
I just
please.
needed to hear the 4. Oh my
No,
god,
those
that
are
is so
yeah,
amazing.
yeah, yeah. So somebody, with as substantial of a hearing loss as I have, being able to understand your own language is not an easy thing to do, let alone, other verbal ones. Sign language is by far the easiest one to learn. There's no conjugating. So it makes life a lot easier, and it's a very visual language.
I mean, that just actually brings what you do even more into a more niche even
Mhm.
because of those abilities, and
Mhm.
I only wish I woulda known that when I was younger, and I would have probably consumed every language I could have
Yeah.
because that is just something that helps. It
Oh
really does.
yeah, very much so.
Alright, pump up the volume with some music. Do you have a good song you love?
I think I would have to go with Jody Messina. I'm a big country girl. I know I don't look it, but I like all types of music, but um I'm a big country fan. So Jody Messina's "That's the Way It Is," because that's just the way it is. You got to roll with those punches, right? You never
Yeah.
know what's coming at you. Are you gonna bob? Are you gonna weave? Are you gonna get hit? Because every once in a while you get hit, but you got to just roll with it.
Well, I am a Southern girl, and I am not a country girl. Go figure that. We'll let you do that for me. How about
Okay, I'll take it. I'll take it.
Alright, what about a favorite book?
Absolutely love to read. I am one of the probably the slowest reader because of my disabilities. But one of my all-time favorite books is The Great Gatsby. The symbolism and the explanation that he uses in The Great Gatsby is just always one of those books that I look at and I remember fondly and I've read several times, and it's captivating.
Mhm. It is. It is a really
It's
good
very
book.
yes, I
It
love
is.
it.
I love it. Alright, words to live by.
So I think the one word that I hold on to is the word fail. Not in the sense that anything is a failure, but if you take each letter, it's the first attempt in learning.
Mm,
So even if you do something and it doesn't go the way you plan it, right? You
mhm,
want to be a baker and you make that first cake and it tastes terrible or it doesn't bake or whatever it is, you learn from it, right? It's your first attempt at learning. You didn't fail. It's your first attempt at learning. Figure out how you can do it better and you just keep going and try again. That's all we can do. So that's
and
by far my favorite word to live by, and I would use that with my students all the time too, right? You don't do well on a test. Okay, what happened? Let's fix it for the next time because this is your first attempt in learning. So
mhm, and
let's figure out.
I always love the analogy of the bike with fail.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so I mean, the first time you got on the bike, did you
Hmm.
ride and didn't fall? I
Mm-mm.
mean, I know I fell.
I felt too. I have a scar on my chin from like going over. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh. Alright, what about a superpower? What would you have 24 hours, you get the superpower, okay?
I don't want a
What would it be?
superpower.
You don't want one?
I really don't.
Okay, then you don't need
I
one.
really don't. I think, because I think when people think of superpower, it's like, you can read people's minds. I don't want to know what other people think.
Oh god.
Or you can, right? you can walk through walls. I also don't want to walk into the wrong situation, right? I think I already have my superpower. I think my superpower is my ability to connect with families and to
Oh,
really understand what they're walking through and to be able to help them at whatever point they are in this journey that is the special education world. I've walked it personally, I've walked it professionally. I've talked to my parents about it and kind of what they had to go through when it came to me. I think I'm living with my superpower. I don't need one of those fancy superpowers. I don't want to know all that stuff. I've got mine, and that's my ability to connect with families.
that is so sweet. Oh my god. That is an amazing superpower, though, because you know how many people cannot connect with other people?
Oh, yeah.
And if that's your superpower, oh my god, you don't need it for 24 hours. It's an
No,
internal gift given to you. Oh my god, what
thank
a
you.
blessing.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Motivation on demand. All right, we all get down a little bit.
Yes.
All right.
Oh,
What
yes,
is
we do. That truly what I do makes a difference.
mm,
That when I can take it, and there are moments where, like, right, you don't get the appointments, or the appointment didn't go well, or, you know, like it was last week, no matter what I did, I dropped things, I broke things, like just that day, it was like Alexander and the terrible, horrible, no good, very bad day. Like everything that could have gone wrong went wrong. Um, it's taking that step back and knowing that who I am and what I do, even if it only makes a difference to one person that day, I made a difference to one person that day. I changed somebody else's life for the better that day. And who I am and what I do and how I do it makes a difference.
mm, oh my word. It
And
does.
keep going, because it just takes one.
Oh,
And then the next day it's the next one, right? It just takes that
mm,
one.
it
So
does. All right. Do you have a resource that you want to share?
for me personally,
Mm,
or
doesn't matter.
um I think, to learn more, there's so many resources out there in the special ed world. It's kind of like, is there just one? It depends on who you are and what you need,
Right.
right? So I could sit here
Mm,
and list a gazillion different resources. So what I would say is find me on LinkedIn, um, and let's touch base, and I can help you in terms of resources that fit your specific need for your family.
and how do they find you on LinkedIn?
So if you, in the search bar, type in my full name, so Jenifer with one N, Mara, Mara, and gold like the color, you will find me. You can learn more about me. You can get all my contact information, chat with me there, call me, any of the above.
Awesome. I love LinkedIn. That's a cool place right now. It
Yes, it
really is.
is. It's a great platform to connect.
It is.
Absolutely.
It is. All right. Give us a mic drop moment. Is there something we didn't talk about that you would like to share?
Um, I think it's more of a reminder than anything. It's that you're capable, and you have the ability to pursue your passion. Don't let anybody ever tell you you can't, because
Mm.
you can. You can do anything. And don't, as somebody who's persevered through a lot, I never let anybody tell me I couldn't. You say, Jen, I don't think you can. You watch me. Just watch me. You don't think I can? Watch me do it, and you can do the same.
That's it. Thank you, Jennifer, for being here. You are so amazing. And what
Thank
you
you.
do and what you give to these families is something that others need to adopt. And but you know what? You have the niche on it. So thank you
Thank
for
you.
being here.
Thank you for having me. I appreciate it.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Thank you so much for tuning in to this episode of Female Entrepreneurs Magazine. I hope you found inspiration, actionable tips, and a sense of connection with our incredible community of driven women. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button, leave a review, and share the episode with fellow entrepreneurs who are ready to elevate their game. Remember, your success is just the beginning, and we're here to support you in every step of the way. Until next time, Keep shining, keep thriving, and remember, you have the power to create the business and life of your dreams. Stay inspired, and I'll see you in the next episode. Bye.